today. We're going to go ahead and get started with our lesson. Today we're going to talk about iambic pentameter and how to identify that particular meter in a poem. First, we're going to do a quick review of what those words mean. An iamb means one unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable. So an example of this would be the name Michelle. So Michelle is how you would say that. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so now pentameter means a line containing 5 feet. And as a quick reminder for you guys, one iamb counts as 1 foot. So it's a total of 10 syllables, 5 feet, total of 5 iambs equals out to 10 syllables. I know that might seem a little bit confusing, so first we're going to look at an example of what iambic pentameter is going to look like. I'm going to share a link with you guys in the chat. It's a link to Shakespeare's Sonnet 18 that begins, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?" Let me know if you can see that. Actually, better let me know if you can't see that. Okay. Once you've pulled it up, can I get a thumb, everybody?
I don't see anything.
You don't see anything. Can you see the group chat on the side?
Yeah.
All right. Let me try it one more time. All right, I sent it again. What's the last thing you see in the group chat?
That Alicia added Dominique. So I don't know if I can see it. I'm on my phone, but I have.
Okay.
I see the link that you sent. Is the last
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy and paste the first line of the poem. Actually, I'm going to copy and paste the whole poem, just in case you guys can't open the link. And I will also send it, Hannah, I'll send it directly to you and to Jess as well via Facebook. That's how we were speaking before.
Got it.
All right, perfect. So now we can all follow along and see the same thing. All right, so the first line of this poem is, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?" So what we have to do is we have to try to figure out if that's in iambic pentameter. So the first thing we need to do is count the syllables and make sure that there are, in fact, 10 syllables in that line. So we have, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?" Awesome. 10 syllables. All right. So now I have to test the stresses. So I need to say the line out loud and test it in a couple of different ways to see how it sounds best. So let's try, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?" Okay, that doesn't sound bad, right? What about, "Shall I compare thee to a summer's day?" That one sounded kind of weird, right?
Sound like a robot.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't sound right. The stresses are just in the wrong place. So I can tell that the first way that I said it sounds a lot more natural. So now I have to go through and look at each part that would be an iamb, so each foot, and see if each one really is an iamb. So if it goes stressed, unstressed. Unstressed, stressed. Sorry. Whoa, said that the wrong way. Excuse me. Unstressed, stressed. All right, so we have shall I or shall I? Probably sounds better shall I. All right, so we have compare. Is it compare or compare? I think the second one sounded better that time. All right.
Yes.
So shall I compare the two? All right, so we have another unstressed, stressed. Good. Looks like we're on the right track. A summer's day. All right, it sounds pretty good. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? All right, it looks like the high ions hold up through the whole line, which means we found a line of iambic pentameter.
Yay!
Woo! All right, so we're going to do the next line together. Can I get one of you to volunteer to just read the line out loud, just as if you were speaking it? Can I have one of you do that?
I can do it.
All right, go ahead, Zach.
So I'm reading the second line out loud, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thou art more lovely and more temperate.
All right, great job. So now we need to count the syllables and make sure that we really are working with a line that could be in pentameter. It has to have 10 syllables, remember. All right, so let's count it out loud on our fingers. Zach, will you read it again more slowly so that we can count each syllable? And everyone, hold up your fingers while we count.
Sure. Thou art more lovely and more temperate.
Perfect. Everyone get 10?
Yep.
All right, awesome. All right, so we have a line that could possibly be an iambic pentameter. Let's see. What do we need to do next? Does anybody know what we need to look for next?
Stress syllables.
Perfect. We need to see where the stresses fall. We need to test the stresses. All right. So let's read the line out loud in a couple of different ways, stressing different syllables. Can I get a volunteer to do to read it in 2 different ways? Remember how I read the first line, where I stressed some and then I stressed other ones? Jess, do you want to try that?
Sure. Thou art more lovely and more temperate.
Okay.
Thou art. And then the second one, thou art more lovely and more temperate.
Whew. All right, which one sounded better,
That one
guys?
was terrible.
Exactly. There's kind of a natural way that these lines flow, which is what we're looking for when we look for stresses and unstresses. And that first one was definitely better. Thank you, Jess, for volunteering. Good. All right. So now we need to take a look at each of the iambs and make sure that it really is in iambic pentameter. All right. So we have thou art more lovely and more temperate. All right. So each of those stresses is an unstressed followed by a stressed. We have thou art more lovely and more temperate. Does that look like iambic pentameter to everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Awesome.
thumbs up.
All right. So now I want you guys to work together without my help at all. And I want you to do the next 2 lines of the poem. I'll copy and paste just those 2 lines. And I want you guys to talk to each other and try to figure out if those 2 lines are in iambic pentameter. And Cain, you can go ahead and type in the chat, and I'll read what Cain says out loud since his microphone isn't working.
All right, cool. So the next line is rough winds do shake the darling buds of May. So if it were in iambs, it would be rough winds do shake the darling buds of May. What do you guys think?
Shake.
It's 1, 2.
Good. Cain is telling us that it is 10 syllables. So we
Yeah.
have that first part down.
It sounds like iambic pentameter.
Yeah.
Should we
I know it has to
test
be.
it another way?
Yeah.
So if it was
Do
the
you want-
opposite.
okay.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, do it the opposite.
So the opposite would be like, rough winds do shake the darling buds of May.
It definitely has to be in iambs because it has to be darling buds of May. There's no way that you could stress that differently. So it has to be, that part definitely has to be in iambs, and I think the rest of it is too. I think it all sounds natural together if it's in iambs. But if it's not, I think it sounds weird and silly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. So do you guys
All
want to do the so this one we definitely know it's 10 syllables. We definitely know it's in IM. So then it has to be iambic pentameter.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, cool. So let's do the next one then. Uh, does somebody that's not me want to read it out loud?
I will.
Hannah, go for it.
Yeah. And summer's lease hath all too short a date.
All right, cool.
Oh.
So I guess we should count first.
All right.
So,
The and summer's lease half all too short. It's definitely 10.
Definitely 10, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I think we can look at summer, like we know it's summer, not
It's gotta
summer,
be summer, yeah.
right?
So
So
we
that's
can
one
start,
that we definitely know.
and we know it starts with and so and's probably not going to be stressed. So we have and summers, and then lease. I think that makes sense. And summers, lease, yeah.
Half all too short a date.
Short a date, and it definitely has to be the in a date. Definitely has to be an unstressed and a stressed date.
Right. It wouldn't be like a
'Cause
date.
otherwise, a date, yeah. So if it's and some or it's least half all too short. Yeah. So I think they're all IMs. What do you guys think?
I agree with that. It sounds right to me.
Yep, I agree.
Cool. So I think they're both in iambic pentameter then. Hopefully we're right. Didn't
Great
make
work,
ourselves
you
look like
guys.
fools.
You guys did a great job. I liked how you followed the steps that we went through when we practiced together, and that looked great. Okay, so what we're going to do next, you guys get to be a little bit creative, and you guys get to work together as a group again, and you're going to practice writing a line of iambic pentameter. So let's come up with just a topic together. Any silly topic, anything. It can be pizza or cats
dog.
or
Your dog? Jess's
your
dog.
dog. All right. So you guys can practice. Go ahead and work together and come up with a line of iambic pentameter about Jess's dog.
All right. So
You guys wanna see her?
Jess's
She's right here. Here she is. She's asleep.
Oh, I don't
All right.
think anyone can see your video.
Her. Oh.
That's okay.
No. I don't know where I went. Okay.
She's small and white. Tell them
She's
what your
small
dog's
and
name
white,
is,
and
Jess.
her name's Bocce. It means
Okay.
kisses in Italian.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right. So we have to make a line in iambic pentameter. We know we're going to use Bocce's name.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Bocce's an I am.
No, it's not. Bocce is a stress and unstress.
Oh yeah.
So
Bocce,
so maybe
right,
we'll
yep.
start with like if we have a syllable before Bocce that's unstressed, we can start with Bocce.
That's true.
Something like we could use and.
Oh,
And was in one
Cain
of these lines,
suggests
right?
is.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good one.
So we have
is
Is
Bocce.
Bocce nice? Is Bocce nice? Is Bocce nice?
Or is
to-
Bocce nice? Or is
Or is she really
she really
mean?
mean?
Is Bocce nice or is she really mean? Is that 10?
One. Is
Yeah, that's-
Bocce nice or is she
Or
really mean?
mean?
Yeah, that's 10.
I think we did it. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Thumbs up, thumbs down?
Good job, you guys. Will you guys test it the other way and see how it sounds if you were to stress different syllables?
I'll do it. So it would be, is Bocce nice or is she really mean? Wow, that's terrible. That's it. I can't even read
That's
it.
hard to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks, Cain.
The two-syllable words are really hard to read wrong usually. Like,
Yeah, they
hard to go
are.
like, really?
Especially something with a really strong first stress like Bocce. Bocce.
Yeah.
All right,
Sounds
you
like
guys
you're
did a
falling.
great job working together. Now, you guys each get to practice on your own and come up with your own line of iambic pentameter, and it can be about anything you want. It really can be anything.
Okay.
If you guys can't come up with a topic, I can assign one to you.
Hmm.
Oh, Jess, you're back.
Oh, hey Jess, what's up?
Hey.
If you have any questions while you're working, you can feel free to ask.
Okay.
I'm happy to help, or you can ask your classmates as well. Good job, Cain.
Is he done already?
He is done
Wow,
already, and
Cain.
it's great. So I'll read it out loud once everyone else is done.
That made me
Okay,
feel
I've got
bad.
one.
I have
Okay.
one too.
I'm done.
Hopefully mine doesn't suck.
All right, I'll read Cain's out. Actually, Dominique, were you able to finish, or do you need another minute?
I have one.
All right, sounds good. I'll read Cain's out loud since his popped up first. So here it snows in spring apparently,
Ooh.
which is just great.
Is that true,
And
Cain?
Cain is in New York,
Ah.
so it's a
I'm
little
there.
chillier up there. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Awesome, go for it.
The snow is cold and I can't wait for spring.
Oh, I see a
Snow
theme
here
emerging.
too.
So yeah,
Are you in
similar
Minnesota
theme.
right now,
Similar
Hannah?
thing.
Are you in Minnesota?
Yep.
You poor things. You poor cold things. We'll send some warm weather your way.
Please do.
All right,
It's
who wants to go
because
next?
Shakespeare was talking about a summer's day.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I'll go next.
All right, sounds great.
Mine is, this is my own version of iambic.
Oh.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good job. Yay. All right, Jess or Zach, who wants to go next?
I
Go
wrote
for
two
it.
because everyone else wrote about spring, so then I wanted to write about spring, so can I read both of mine?
Showing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead, Jess.
So first I wrote, I like to eat too much on Friday nights
Oh
Who
gosh,
doesn't?
doesn't
because
everybody?
it's Friday and I'm going to dinner later. And then I wrote, because everyone else wrote about spring, the spring is here and I am pretty warm.
Very
Ah.
good. There you
Nice.
go.
So I'm in Alabama, it's not cold.
Ah.
Wow, we're just all over the place. All right, Zach, go ahead and finish us off.
All right. Mine is about an unfortunate pizza incident that occurred to me this evening. Mine is, our pizza had too little sausage, yo.
Very good. I love it. Oh, great work, you guys. Well, thank you so much for coming to class today. It was great to have you. And I hope you all learned something about iambic pentameter. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks.
Yay!
All right. Bye, everybody. See you next class.
Bye.
Bye.